What's going on, guys? My name is Alec Lehrman here. I am coming to you from the Midwest. I normally live in LA, but right now I am kind of with my family, kind of hunkering down for this coronavirus, wait until it blows over. I hope everybody is staying safe. In kind of going from Hollywood to here in the Midwest, I had to bring some gear, and I could only fit, a certain amount of gear, and I had to bring only what's most essential. And I thought, well, I'd just do a video on what I use for remote session work and what I think is the most essential for guitar players out there, at least for what I'm doing and my purposes. So I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of what I took with me. And first up is the guitar. So I am using this LSL guitar. They made it for me kind of to my specs. They're very nice about everything. So I would definitely check out some of their stuff. They're based in Santa Clarita in California. These are humbuckers with a split coil. The humbuckers, they make in-house. To me, this was a first great starting point because, one, you got the humbuckers, so it can do, the jazzy or, more beefy kind of sound. And then you got the split coil, which can do that, Nile Rodgers and that kind of, that telly kind of thing, as well as the Strat thing. So for me, that was awesome. Next up, I'm using the Strymon Iridium pedal. It is super awesome. Like, it's so small, it kind of fits, and you can almost fit in your back pocket. And for me, that's been a great tool because you don't have to bring a Kemper or, a big old Helix or whatever. To me, the Strymon gets the job done. It sounds very, very real, and it works great. So for me, that's like an essential tool to have. I like the plugins. I know there's a million plugins from, Guitar Rig to the, whatever, Bias FX, and all that stuff is great. But for me, what sounds, at least to date, I know there's always new technology coming out, but to me, to date, the best, most portable thing is the Strymon Iridium. So that's last in my signal chain. Kind of moving forward is I really like the way the Big Sky sounds, the Strymon Big Sky. So I keep that on my chain. It's great for everything from like little small reverbs to crazy big, huge ambient cloud-like textures. So, I know you can do great reverbs for plugins, and I think that's great. There's one feature that they have on the Big Sky that I don't know of any plugin that has, and I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. But the swell feature, I have not seen that for plugins, but I'm not a plugin expert, but to me that swell feature is really great, especially in doing slide work. And then next up in the signal chain, I have a boost pedal, kind of overdrive, fuzz. It depends how you use it, but it's a love pedal. It's the Chula, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's Josh Smith's pedal, and it just sounds like $1 million to me. It does everything from like little boost to crazy, almost Dumble style John Mayer guitar playing. And for me, that is great for anything. If you just want a little more grit in your playing, and especially for me, plugins the overdrive is the big discerning factor. There's great reverb and delay, but like getting a really good light overdrive is really hard on plugins. So I really like the Chula. And last up, I use a JHS Angry Charlie version 3. I guess the version, I would get any of the versions, but it all sounds great to me. It's like this Marshall style, and it sounds like $1 million. So, and then for delays and for chorus and for all that other stuff, I, use plugins. And But those are my main pedals that I like to use to get me, close to where I want my sound being for these remote sessions. I know, I don't have a Les Paul and I don't have my whole pedal board here, so it's not ideal. I think a lot of people are, working in non-ideal situations, but I just wanted to give you guys my, little mobile rig and my little breakdown. So those are my pedals, those are my guitar, and I also use the Apollo Twin, the universal audio box, as my interface. And then everything else is just kind of done in the box for plugins. So that's my little spiel on that. I know, different people probably have their, own little pedals they love, and everybody's got their own sound, but I thought maybe you guys would find this useful just on a mobile recording, mobile setup. Very pertinent right now, given that we got to, kind of stay hunkered down. I had to kind of travel from the coast to here and, just take what I can fit, and everything else got to stay. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you dig all this, please subscribe. I'm going to be releasing a bunch of content every week, especially because we're all in quarantine. So, stay safe, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.